Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of unboxing a subscription box, I'm doing a Q&A. I know that you guys have been really asking to have a Q&A and you wanted to get to know me more. I know that I'm pretty private on YouTube in general, don't share a lot about myself, I just talk more about boxes, so I figured I would take this chance to kind of open up a little bit. Now there's some stuff that I still want to keep private and I'm going to continue to keep private, but I thought it'd be fun to share some stuff with you. So I asked on my Instagram, on the community tab in YouTube, as well as on my Glossy Box video. So I kind of pulled the questions from there and wrote them all down. Now, some people ask the questions, like the same questions, just in different ways. So I kind of just combined the questions down and wrote them all down in this little notebook that I got in the little paper box. So I'll go ahead and go through them. They're in no particular order, probably just the order that I saw them in. And because I combined questions, I'm not gonna say who asked what, just because a lot of questions got asked multiple times and I wouldn't want to say that somebody said it and ignore everybody else. So I'll just ignore everybody. No, just kidding. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is, why did you leave Germany? So I've actually lived here my whole life. It's my dad who left Germany. He left Germany and moved here to marry my mom. He did work here before that. So I've spent my whole life living in the United States, but did go to special schools where I learned German. So I never left Germany, but I like to go there a lot to see my family. So the next one is, what percentage of items do you use from subscription boxes? So I would say I use a lot. I'd probably say 80 to 90% I use myself, and the rest I give away to either my sister, friends, my mom, or I put in a giveaway, or they're sitting in my drawer right now in a Goodwill giveaway type of pile. So that's kind of how much I use. It obviously depends on the time of the year and what's in the boxes, because sometimes, like last winter, we got a bunch of tote bags and I don't need 5 tote bags. So just when the things come in, sometimes that can fluctuate between those different percentages. A lot of people ask, what's your favorite subscription box and my least favorite or most disappointing subscription box? So as far as favorite, it's hard because I get so many subscription boxes and I love so many subscription boxes. As far as like monthly boxes, I've really been enjoying the regular Ipsy and the Ipsy Plus. I think that Ipsy's killing the game right now. I really like the Pop Sugar Must Have if we're looking at quarterly. For snack boxes, I love the Universal Yums. It just kind of depends, because boxes tend to like fluctuate in how I may like them, and just currently those are probably some of my favorites, but I love so many of them that it's really hard. As far as most disappointing, there was one box that I opened on camera. It was the X-Packs box. And you could pick different countries, and I chose Germany, which I think is probably not their most selected. I think most are like Canada and USA. And so those boxes are probably curated a little bit better. And when I unboxed it on my channel, I gave it great reviews. One of the things that I got in that box were these little gingerbread heart Lebkuchen, which is just a type of cookie cake thing, covered in chocolate with sprinkles. And I had bought them from World Market previously, so I knew I liked them. So I opened them and started eating one and, you know, going around cleaning the kitchen. And I went, and when I looked back, I saw that the cookies were covered in mold. And I had eaten one because I was like so hungry and so busy doing whatever I was doing. I did not even realize that there was mold all over. I was so disgusted. I was like, do I throw up or do I just like let this happen and hope that I don't get sick from it? It was disgusting, and I canceled my subscription immediately, and I put a disclaimer in the description. So I'd say like that has to be the worst thing that's happened to me, because it was like covered in white fuzzy mold. I can't, like that. It's so unacceptable. So then they asked my favorite item and least favorite item. So my least favorite item is those cookies. I'm never, ever, ever gonna forget that. I like those cookies, actually. It was just that they're moldy. My favorite item is from Hammond Herbs. I got this in the March Lavish box last year, and it is their lip balm. You can get to them on Etsy. It's Hammond Herbs, Hammond Herbs, Herbs. And I keep rebuying it. Like, I cannot live without it. I love that lip balm. I put it on before I go to bed, and I tried to like not repurchase it because I get so many like regular chapsticks and subscriptions that I technically don't really need to buy anything else. But I couldn't. I tried. I think I went like a night and I was like, I can't do it. I love that stuff, and it's really natural, and I love that. So go check them out and buy that if you're into that. So then what sparked my interest in subscription box / what was your first subscription box? So when Sephora came out at the very beginning with their subscription box, that's the first I'd really heard a lot about subscription boxes, and I was kind of like a Sephora junkie at that time, where I didn't really have the money to be a Sephora junkie, but I wanted Sephora products. And so I put myself on the wait list, and that was the first subscription box that I got. Then shortly after that, I got the smallest, the $15 Universal Yums, and for I think about a half a year, those were the only 2 subscription boxes I had. And then I think I found mysubscriptionaddiction.com, and yeah, got a little out of hand, and now I get way too many subscriptions. That was another question. I'll go ahead and answer it now. How many subscriptions do I have currently? I think it's like 25 to 30. It's kind of embarrassing, but to answer another question, I am monetized on YouTube, so the money that I spend is probably spend $400 a month. If you want to include quarterly boxes, maybe up to $500, but I'm making that in monetization or more than that, so I'm like spending money, but I'm making it back. So, and then I get free boxes as well on top of that. So I don't really, and the other thing is, like, I am single. I'm not single. I have a boyfriend, but I'm not married. So financially, I take care of myself. I don't have kids, and a lot of people ask my job. I am I don't want to tell you exactly what it is, but I'm like in an entry-level business position. So I make enough that I can splurge in that regard. You know, I'm not traveling the world or doing these other things, so I put my money into subscription boxes because I really like them. And when you do get a lot of subscription boxes, you know, I don't really have to go out and buy face wash. I don't have to go out and buy foundation. I don't have to go out and buy eyeshadow or like these other things, because I get them in boxes, so it cuts down on some expenses that I do have. All right, I answered like 5 of the questions, so we'll go to the next one. How many subscription boxes have you tried? So over the course, and how often do I cancel and try a new box? So I've tried, I'd have to say 50 subscription boxes over the course. Now, I started my channel in August of 2018, and I had been getting subscription boxes a year and a half before that. So I've been very well immersed in the subscription box world, and I've been watching a lot of subscription box unboxings on YouTube well before I started doing my own. What was the question? I totally forgot it now. How often do I cancel? So currently, I feel like because I've been getting subscription boxes for about a year and a half, I don't cancel as many because I've found the boxes that I love. You know, at the beginning, you're trying a lot of new ones and trying to see what fits you. I've kind of found that. So I find myself actually ordering more subscription boxes without canceling them, which is not good. I need to be better at that. But I do kind of have my favorites and things that I've worked into my routine. So like I get 2 bath boxes, and the way that I get those bath bombs, I have a routine of bathing two times a week and all this kind of stuff. I'm very German and regimented. I like my schedule. So the boxes kind of enable that and help that in a certain way. Whether that's a good thing or not, I'm not sure. But I don't cancel that often, unless like that one subscription, the X Pack, I would not have canceled that had that not been moldy. But no, I'm not doing that. So I don't cancel that often when I should. I did cancel Birchbox, and now I'm like, should I have done that? Maybe I do want to get back to it. So we'll see. Maybe you'll see that in the future. Then a more like not subscription box question. My favorite food, favorite animal, and favorite movie. Favorite food, pasta. I could eat pasta every meal of the day. I am obsessed with pasta. That is my go-to meal. It's easy, and I just can eat plain pasta as long as it's salted well, or just a little bit of Parmesan. That's my favorite way. I don't need sauce. I don't need anything. I'm plain and I'm boring, and I love plain pasta. Favorite animal, that's hard because I love animals. Because I have a pet hamster, I'll say hamster. I know somebody requested that I take him out, but he's asleep right now, so I don't want to wake him up. I cleaned his cage today, so he's probably a little bit stressed out anyway. So maybe in a future video I can talk a little bit more about like my cage setup or things like that if you'd be interested. And then my favorite movie, that's hard because I don't really watch movies. I'm not really a movie person. I have lost the attention span for a full movie, which is actually really sad because that didn't used to be the way it is. But now with like phones and technology, I just don't have the attention span to sit through a movie. Though I did go see the new Medea movie this past weekend with my boyfriend, and it was really good. I think that was like the best one. So if you're into like the Medea movies, go see that one. It's really, really good. And to be honest, my other favorite movies are like childhood movies that I watched, and they're German movies, so none of you guys would know them, like Die wilden Hühner and Die wilden Fußballkerle. Like, I love those movies, but because of the childhood thing, not because they're good movies. Where do I like shopping? So I'm good at spending money, and because I get so many subscription boxes, I try not to go shopping. Pretty much I've tried to make it where I get most of the stuff that I need in boxes. The one exception would be clothes and like cleaning stuff. I know that there are subscriptions for that, but I don't need a lot of cleaning stuff. So for me to subscribe to Grove, I don't know if that would like, I don't need all of that. I don't need it that often. And then as far as clothes, I just find it so expensive. The clothing subscription boxes, like I get the My Fashion Crate, and that's the only one because it's like a set price, but like the ones where like you pay $20 and they send you stuff and then you have to pay $50 for like a shirt, like I just can't do it. I can spend $50 on a face cream, but I can't on a shirt. H&M is my jam. Like this was $10. A lot of my stuff I get from there just because it's cheap, which is not necessarily good because that probably means sweatshops, but like I know my size and I can just go in there and buy like the same thing in 5 different colors or shades or whatever, and it just makes my life easy because I hate shopping for clothes. But I do my grocery shopping at Lidl, and I do pretty much all my other shopping at Target. So that's a simpler answer than what I just did. So what are my favorites for makeup? So I use the Cover FX foundation, the Power Play foundation. I've really been loving the Violet Voss eyeshadow palette for my eyes. I've pretty much done the same eyeshadow look for the past month on my eyes because it's just easy. I think I'll probably do a separate video on like make full-on makeup favorites and skincare favorites, so let me know if you'd want to see that in the future. I just don't want to make this video too long. Yeah. Everybody keeps asking, am I going to do the sister versus sister Ipsy again? Yes, I am. My sister really had fun doing that, I really had fun doing that, and you guys really enjoyed it, so I'm definitely going to keep doing that. So somebody asked why I don't drink alcohol, because I mentioned that in my videos. So part of it's like a personal choice, part of it's just I don't have interest in it. I do have drinking problems, or have had drinking problems on both sides of my family, and it's just never been something that's appealed to me, and for me it's easier for me not to ever drink it than because then I don't ever have to miss it. Like I don't have the urge, but if I try it and I love it, then it's going to be harder to get rid of it, plus it costs money and I'd rather not spend money on that. I'd rather spend money on subscription boxes, to be honest. So, what is my favorite thing to do in my free time? So I'm gonna be honest, don't really have a lot of free time. This is kind of what I do in my free time. I work 40 plus hours a week, and on the weekends I tend to do cleaning and stuff. I actually really enjoy waking up on Saturday morning and cleaning. Like I love doing that. For some reason that's really therapeutic to me. I love to cook. Watch YouTube, watch Netflix. I watch some German TV shows as well. So watching shows or taking a bath. I love taking baths, that as well. How long did it take you to perfect your best glam look? As long as I've been alive. To be honest, like makeup is one of those things where you just keep progressing and growing. I've been doing makeup probably since high school. And back then, let me tell you, for all of you that haven't heard it, I had purple hair. I think the septum ring came after that. But, you know, kind of like punk and all that kind of stuff. And so it was like black. That's pretty much black, or like colors and all that kind of stuff. And so I've kind of neutralized it and toned it down. And I think it'll just keep evolving, and getting all the makeup in subscription boxes is not, like, I wouldn't be able to afford some of the stuff that I get. I mean, I know I spend a lot on boxes, but I have a hard time doing that on my own. And you know, you get like $100 worth of retail value in a $21 box or a $25 box, and it's just, that would be hard for me to go out and actually spend in the store. So having the access to that type of makeup lets me do more things, like wearing red. I would never buy a red lipstick, but I got this in a box and there's red on my thing, so I decided to wear red. But I would never go out and buy that myself, so it lets you experiment and try things. So if you don't have like makeup subscription boxes and you don't do a lot of makeup, don't be scared, because it can pull you out of your comfort zone and have you create different things. And hey, you might get a purple lipstick, you try it and you hate it, then whatever, that's okay, you tried. So sometimes it's fun to get that kind of stuff. How do I organize my travel size items? So maybe I'll do a video on makeup organization, or just how I organize all the crap that I get in subscription boxes. It's not crap, but sometimes it feels like I'm getting just so much stuff every month because I get so many subscriptions. So I kind of have a system as how I organize, okay, what am I keeping, what am I donating, what am I giving, you know, that whole process. But for travel size items, I bought two like little, sorry, I live in the city, that's just life. I bought two little like silverware organizers, and I put one in the drawer and put like organized each slot by like, is it a moisturizer? Is it a mascara? Is it a whatever? And I have them just stacked on top of each other. That's currently how I have them organized. But if you have any other ideas, let me know. I'd be really interested. So what made me start filming unboxing? So I'll talk about a little bit about some of the YouTubers that I used to watch and still watch. So like I said, I started off with Sephora Play or Play by Sephora and the Universal Yums, and I started researching more, and I think Degusta Box was like the next one that I got really interested in. I can't remember, but that's how I found Abadab. So she was probably the first like unboxing YouTuber that I watched, and then I found Georgia Sunshine, and I love her. Well, I love both of them, but and she was just so positive, and it was so fun to watch. And then, you know, the floodgates of all the other, you know, unboxing YouTubers, Kitty's unboxes, Melissa Unboxing Mom, like all of these different other ones that I like subscribed to, like all of them, or as many as I could. And after a while I was like, okay, I'm getting like a lot of these subscription boxes that they're getting, and I'm film on my phone. Eventually I'll probably get a camera, but right now I film on my phone. I'm like, I can do this. Like, let me try it out, because like I know so much about subscription boxes. I love them so much, and I get like enough that I can be an unboxing channel. I'm already spending the money. I might as well make something out of this. And it's been great. It actually, it's given me something to like look forward to, and it's so much fun, and it's so much fun connecting with everybody. I'll be honest, I'm not very good at commenting on other YouTubers. So like if you're a YouTuber, I might be subscribed to, but I may never comment on your channel, because I hate texting. And so I just don't comment a lot. I probably am watching your videos and like commenting in real life, but I just hate like actually typing things out. It's so much easier for me to just talk, so I don't do it that often. So don't be offended if I'm not commenting on your stuff, or if I heart your comment and I don't respond. It's just because I'm not good at responding. I don't know why, but that's just the way I am. What's my worst habit? I cut people off when I talk. I'm really bad at cutting people off, and I need to get better at it. As you know from my videos, I talk fast. That's another thing that I need to work on. I naturally talk fast, whether it's in English, whether it's in German. Like, I talk fast. I'm a fast talker because I like to get stuff done. Very German. I like to be efficient and get stuff done. So when I'm doing my videos, a lot of times I'm like, and I know that I need to slow down, but part of that is just because that's the way I talk. And I feel like in this video, I've talked more natural than I have maybe in some of my unboxings. Like, this is how I talk. So it's hard to change the way you talk, you know? And then somebody asked me about my bullet journal. So maybe I'll do a separate video on that. I didn't bring it next to me, so I can't really show you a spread. My bullet journal is not that creative. And to rewind, a bullet journal is basically, because I know not everybody knows what that is, instead of like a planner, a bullet journal is like a notebook with a dotted paper. So it's like graph paper, except for there's dots and not lines. And basically it enables you to create your own boxes. So you can design what your calendar layout looks like, what everything looks like. It's not like the standard whatever you buy in the store. You make it what you want. And you can be really creative and do lots of drawings and make the color themes and do all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoy it. I tried to do the creative thing, but it took so much of my time that I've gone back to pretty much just a very basic bullet journal where I just pick a couple colors, do a little quick designs, put a couple stickers in there. But if you'd be interested in learning more about bullet journaling, let me know. There's a lot of way better YouTubers out there that like do bullet journaling, and that's like what their channel is about. Mine is by no means good. But yeah, that was the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you'd want to see one of these in the future. I hope you guys liked it. You got to know a little bit more about me. And so, yeah. I know I have a couple, I was supposed to have a box come today and it didn't come today. So next week is gonna start being the busy week of a lot of boxes. Usually the second and third weeks of the month are when the boxes just roll in. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of videos next week. So stay tuned for those. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video.